Hey, what's up guys? Bringing you a new build today, Guardian build. Very heavy support and healing. The damage is really low, but if you really like support classes and that kind of idea, then I think you'll really like this build. I'm gonna go through the traits and everything real quick, but if you want a more in-depth look at the build, check out my site at addictgaming.com, and I go much more in depth on the build. So we'll just look at the build real quick and I'll jump in some PvP just so you get the idea. And yeah, if you want more in depth, check out my site at addictgaming.com. Alright, for the traits, let's see. I chose 20 in Valor. I have number 5, which is Purity. You lose a condition every 10 seconds. I have one other condition removal skill, but I prefer that over the other traits I could get at that level. And then I have Honorable Shield, gain 90% or plus 90 toughness when wielding a shield, and reduce cooldown on a shield skills by 20%. Because I'll be using Mace Shield, so yeah, that's nice. And then Honor, I have for the first tier I have Superior Area, shouts recharge 20% faster. I have 2 shouts on my utility bar, so the shouts are the cooldown are pretty short to begin with, but to make them even shorter, I can put boons on allies and myself, which is like regen and protection much more often. And then I have Writ of the Merciful. All symbols heal allies, and with my Mace Shield and Staff, I have 2 symbols. One of them, the Mace symbol, gives regen, and I picked this up because I can heal and give a regen. Some people want to pick up the trait that makes symbols last longer to make the regen last longer, but I just like the heal and regen at the same time. And then also for your staff, the symbol that gives you swiftness, then that'll also heal as well. And then my last trait, I have Battle Presence. Nearby allies gain Virtue of Resolve's passive effect, which is just a regen. And then here, you can see in Virtues, the trait I picked in the second tier, activating Virtue of Resolve removes 3 conditions, and Virtue of Resolve passive effect is stronger. So that'll give a regen to my allies that's even stronger than before. And then the first tier I have Retaliatory Subconscious. Gain 3 seconds of retaliation when you are dazed, stunned, knocked down, knocked back, or feared. There's nothing really, I don't know, there's nothing better than that in the first tier. The other ones aren't that great, so that's the one I picked. For the runes right now, I'm wearing Rune of the Earth. The Superior Rune of the Earth, which is toughness and protection duration. And then the number 6, I get a magnetic aura for 5 seconds when I go under 20% health. So that just adds a little more survivability when I start dropping down. I haven't tested other runes and seen how they've gone with the build, because you could go maybe plus healing and plus regen type of runes, but for me, I'm going with Rune of the Earth for now. It puts my toughness over 2000, and I really like the survivability I get from it. But maybe later I'll switch runes and see how it works out. For sigils, the one thing about sigils is with this build there aren't that many good ones. Other than I'm just getting the 30% chance to heal nearby allies. It's just an extra heal on top of all my other heals and boons. But all the sigils are very offensive, so I'm doing nothing offensive. So that's why I just picked up the Sigil of Superior Water. I have the same thing on my mace. And then the shield, I have Superior Leeching. When I switch weapons, the next attack I get health. So I don't know, it's just something. You might also want to pick up you could pick up the endurance one where you get 50% more, 50% endurance back when you switch weapons. So maybe you would want that more, just for a little more survivability. For the amulet, I'm using Cleric's Amulet and Cleric's Jewel. I want really high healing and toughness. I really don't care about power, precision, or anything like that. I'm going full support as much as I can go. So Cleric's Amulet and Cleric's Jewel works really well because of the high healing and the toughness on it. So you can see my stats on the right. Uh, my attack's 2500, that's really low. And then 4% crit chance, that's the base. My armor's 3200, I have 2000 toughness. And then you can see my healing power is at 1200. So very high defense and very high healing. And all I really want to do is give boons to my allies, give healing to my allies, and just kind of, let them do their thing, and I'll just heal them and keep them up. So you could do damage with your mace. I mean, it does okay damage, but you're not gonna really kill anyone one-on-one. If you kill someone one-on-one, it would take 5 minutes to kill somebody, but you could probably wear them down over time. So when you're running around, stick with your allies. Just let them do the work while you support them. This is probably the closest thing to like a full support healing build that I've played. I think Elementalists are pretty good at healing, from what I hear. I haven't really played Elementalist much, but this is the closest I could think of to a full dedicated support healing type of build. So if you're into that sort of thing, check it out and try it and see if that's something you like. I mean, I'm having fun with it. It's a change of pace. So I play engineer and I play thief, and I'm used to just kind of wrecking people with lots of damage and burst. So for a change, it's nice that I'm just doing support and healing. So when I starting to get a little bored or a little tired of my other classes, I'll come over and try this build again, just to switch it up. So let me hop into some PvP, and then I'll get some clips together, and then you can kind of see how it works. Just boon your allies, survive, heal, learn your abilities, and you'll be good. Check out, if you want a more in-depth guide, I explain the skills and kind of how to use them. Check out my site at addictgaming.com. And if you liked my build, please subscribe. I'll be releasing more builds and trying to get videos for each build I've released. I have maybe 10 builds I released on my site, and I'm trying to make videos for all of them now. So yeah, please subscribe and comment, and then if you like my build, and then I'll be releasing more. So alright, thanks guys.
Your enemy has the gate. You've captured the altar!
Do not fear. Do not fear.
Your enemy has the temple now!
Do not fear.
For great justice! Your enemy seized the altar! Your enemy has the gate! keep is yours.
You'll have to hit me harder. Not here. You will be safe. Do not fear. Do not fear. Do not fear. Do not fear.
The keep's been lost.
Stand your ground! Replenishing.
The keep is yours.
That's how I do it.
The chieftain has returned.
I could outrun a centaur. Stand your ground!
The keep's been lost.